Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny March here for the home show. We are preparing for our show, March 7th, the Walker Activity Dome. And we've got two fine gentlemen to talk to today. That is none other than Reece Johnson and Leif Taggart. This is an absolute pleasure, gentlemen. Firstly, Reece, how are you?
Good, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's always good. I always start off by asking people how people are. Like I mentioned on a different interview, common courtesy. I like to see how things are going well. So, Leif, as well, how's things? How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, absolute pleasure to have you gentlemen on. Thank you very much for taking your time out your day first and foremost. Reece, I'm going to fire it straight over to you. A big opportunity, I would say, presents itself on March 7th. How was camp going thus far? Where do you feel like you've kind of improved most as we, leading into March 7th, the home show, the Walker Activity Dome?
I like to say, mate, it's a massive opportunity. Obviously, Leif's got plenty of fights under his card, and you can see his talent's class. So testing myself against someone like Leif's going to be up there. Camp's going well, man. Just looking forward to getting in there now and getting the job done.
Absolutely, and we look forward to seeing you fight on the night. These two gentlemen can put on a fantastic fight, and I look forward to it. And this complements the fight card that we have on March 7th with you two. It just adds to it as well. Leif, firing over to you. Welcome to the home show. Good to have you on. How does it feel to kind of head into your last walk, should we say, the last hurrah?
Yeah, it's good. Feels good. Yeah, just I'll be done after this.
Absolutely, we look forward to having you on. Does it feel surreal a little bit knowing like this is your last walk in combat sports throughout the many years that you've dedicated to combat sports in general?
I guess in a way, it's exciting because I can enjoy it a bit more. It's probably a bit sad that it is actually not.
Yeah, my next question that I've got for you, Leif, why one more? Why not just sort of let it ride out and be there, sat at home, potentially with the kids, and just say, that's it, I'm done now? Why one more? Why are you coming back for the last one?
I've just never kind of retired. It just fizzled out, so just puts that bit of closure on it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Reece, over to you. I just saw there you enjoyed some popcorn. What have we got? What's the flavour? Just first and foremost.
Just sweet. Just sweet. Nah,
just a little bit of
sweet of a night time, aye.
Absolutely love it. I do love a bit of popcorn.
Kill the cravings, mate.
This is brilliant. Reece, obviously we talked about it already. Obviously, Leif heading into his last, should we say farewell fight. Do you believe Leif is approaching with the same intensity, should we say, knowing it's his final camp, should we say, a farewell?
You would hope so, mate. You'd hope you'd be putting everything into it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, I'm going to come out all guns blazing no matter who I'm in front of, so I hope he is training hard.
And I feel like I've seen that from a lot of your fights, having to watch some tape to learn about the people that I have in front of me here today. Reece, you're an absolute wild man. I do enjoy your fights, absolutely. Cheers. Do you feel like this is a passing of the torch moment, or is it simply treating it as business, strictly business? I'm going in there to do a job. It doesn't matter if it's Leif or anyone in front of me.
It doesn't matter, mate. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Put anyone in front of us and I'm going to fight the same. I'm coming out all guns blazing. With it being in my back garden as well, I'm going to have a lot of friends and family there. Going to have to put even more of a show on. So, like I say, it doesn't matter who's in front of me. I'm still coming out and swinging for the fences, mate.
Absolutely. Leif, and I can see that smile on your face right there. He said he's going to come out swinging for the fences. Do you like that sort of that fight, basically?
I don't mind any fight. Yeah, obviously, y'all know how Reece is going to come out. So.
Yeah, with a man that has as much experience that you've had, you've probably seen all the sort of styles that that you've seen in the ring. But first and foremost, I want to ask about once upon a time, Leif. I don't want to say ages ago, but once upon a time, you were number one in the country. Do you think fighting at the high level experience that you've had against these top men inside the country may pay a difference between you and Reece on March 7th?
Yeah, definitely. I think especially once you get into the later rounds.
Absolutely. I think I just lost you a little bit there. I'm going to go over to I'm going to stay with Leif, actually. What does a perfect send-off look for you on March 7th at the Walker Activity Dome?
Just to enjoy myself, really. showcasing like my different skills. Just enjoying the fight more than anything. Yeah, I'd like to go out with a good fight. Don't want an easy fight. If that makes sense.
Absolutely, and what you've done thus far in your career, obviously everyone should respect that, and we respect that. So we kudos to your career, Leif. We're looking forward to seeing you sort of ride out in the sunset and put the gloves down. After all, I'm pretty sure you might be looking forward to it, and your girlfriend and your family are looking to say, you know what, no more camps, Leif. That's it. Time to put your feet up. I really enjoy it. Reece, we talked about obviously the caliber of Leif. You know, being number one in the world for years. Would beating someone like Leif be the biggest win in your career thus far? I think that's quite an easy question, should I say?
Oh, definitely, mate. 100%. Like I say, the talent that he's got, he's a class fighter. You know what I mean? I've watched many of his fights. He's top class. So to beat him and put us up there again. I mean, I fought for a British title against Jamie McGowan and lost there. Obviously, that was probably one of the best fights in my career, to be honest. And hopefully, we'll do the same again with Leif.
Yeah, do you think you're ready for that step up again? As you mentioned there, obviously, you know, fighting Reece McGowan and unfortunately losing. But do you feel like the step up right now, you know, it's the right time to get back up there and fight Leif and potentially get a win over him?
I mean, I would like to hope so. Like, I guess we're going to find out on the 7th of March, aren't we?
That's why fans should get their tickets, because in this game, there's,
That's
you know,
it.
it's a battle of inches, and Reece Johnson, as you mentioned, looking to take, you know, potentially come in swing and take you know, bring guns basically in terms of his, you know, his hands basically, not the actual real guns if anyone's watching anyway. So,
I mean, I'm from
Reece,
Waka, but I don't go and run doing that sort of stuff, mate.
yeah, I was going to talk about that actually. You know, the Walker Activity Dome from Walker. You know, this is pretty much a perfect fight for yourself, isn't it?
I mean, I've fought in the Walker Dome a couple of times now, and it's just the crowd, man. The crowd, it's a different class from Walker. I mean, like I say, hopefully me and my brother are going to do a good few tickets, so we'll have a good squad behind us for Team Johnson, ready to take the roof off the place once again.
Absolutely, and sharing the card with obviously Joe. You mentioned there your brother Joe Johnson. That's special as well in itself.
Oh, massive, man. It's probably been 6 or 7 years now since we fought on the same show, so be good, man. Really good. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Leif, back over to you. Obviously, Reece is, you know, being quite open that he's looking to come in and swing and sort of bring that fight to this fight on March 7th. When you've had a chance to look down and look at Reece's game, technically, how would you assess him?
Undimensional. Just does what he says on the tin, really. He's got to come out swinging. That's his game plan. Everyone knows it. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get hit by one of them bombs, mate.
And this is good. I enjoy this, gentlemen. Does the power of Reece, does that trouble you on March 7th, Leif?
No, definitely not.
And I can see the smile on Reece's face now, and I will get back to you. But I'm staying with Leif. Where do you feel Reece is sort of vulnerable in this fight on March 7th?
I think after he's been in there about 30 seconds, maybe a minute.
Fair play. We'll sure find out, lad. I think I've got longer than 30 seconds in his leg, have I?
We'll have to see what your girlfriend says about that, Reece. Reece, I would love a little reply to that. Obviously, you know, 30 seconds. Why does that not happen March 7th for your head?
It might just be 30 seconds, mate, just on his end, you know what I mean? It's a fight game at the end of the day. Anything can happen, mate. Don't get us wrong, I'm not taking anything away from Leif. Like I say, he's a top talent, but every fight that I have, I'm coming to take a head. That's just what I'm in this game for, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, and I've got quite a few similar questions that I just asked Leif there. When you're looking at the game of Leif, what does he do best?
He does everything well, doesn't he? He moves well, his shot selection's class. Just needs someone to come and put it on him and see if he can still do it, you know what I mean?
There we go. So you've sort of answered my next question. How do you neutralise the game of Leif on March 7th?
Well, if I didn't knock him out in the first round, I'm going to try and knock him out in the second round. And then if I didn't knock him out in the second round, I'm going to try again in the third round. So that's the way it's going to go.
And that was quite a few of my questions. Like later on, do you believe that you can stop Leif in this fight?
From the fights that I've watched, he hasn't been able to be stopped. But like I say, mate, anything can happen, can't it?
Absolutely. I
I'm
think what
gonna
we've
come
seen
and bring
from
it me
Leif,
all.
that absolutely, and what we've seen from Leif is very durable. And you mentioned there, the footwork and the movement around the ring is spectacular.
Oh,
It,
class.
how do you pin him into a corner? How do you do that?
I'm not giving any of the game plans away, mate. You'll find out on the 7th of March.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get a few tricks out of you both, gentlemen. A little bit of trick
I know what you're
questions.
doing.
I'm trying my best. You enjoy that popcorn, Reece. It looks lovely. Leif, back over to you. Um, do you see the fight end? How do you see the fight ending? Is it scorecards? Is it knockout? I know you both men have been speaking about 30 seconds here, but truthfully, if we're talking about the fight and we're analysing it, how does that fight play out?
No, I don't think I'll finish in 30 seconds. I didn't mean it like that. I mean like in 30 seconds, going to realise there's different levels. I don't know. A lot of my fights do go scorecards. It's just type of fight I am. Truthfully, I don't want it to go this way, but I feel like after round two, or depends how round one goes, I might not come out again for the last round. Just depends. I don't know. I don't
Absolutely.
think. I just think there's levels, and I appreciate them taking the fight. But that's kind of what I want to show as well myself. Like it's my last fight, so I want to show my levels.
Absolutely. Why do you think there's levels compared to you and Reece?
Experience. I've done this my whole life. Just who I thought of as my just yeah.
Absolutely. Talk to me a little bit about this. Is quite a question to both of you. What is the key difference? I know we spoke about it throughout the whole interview, but the key difference on the night why you get the hand raised. You talked about the experience, but technically in the ring, what's the key difference between you two gentlemen, Leif, on the night of March 7th?
I think Reece goes for the knockout. That's his game plan. I go to fight and to hurt and to play about. And that's the difference. I'm not a one trick pony.
This is great. I love it. This is fantastic from you two gentlemen. This is fine. I enjoy this very much. Leif, do you feel like rounds 1 and 2 are obviously in the favour of Reece, but 3, and when it gets a little bit longer, are in the favour of yourself due to that experience and liking to, as you mentioned as well before, most of the fights do go to the scorecards. Do you think as the fight gets longer, it sort of bends into your favour?
Yeah. Everyone knows it takes me a minute to kind of get into the fight. I like to just read, get the timing and stuff. But yeah, I think once I've got his timing and stuff, I'll just be playing them.
Absolutely. Reece, same question. The difference for yourself on the night against Leif, what does that look like in your head? He's saying obviously experience, longer the fight goes in, it plays into his factor. And obviously, he obviously said you're a quote in Leif's words as well, one trick pony. Why is it different? What's the difference in your head on March 7th?
He's bang on with the experience because at the end of the day, I've only had 2 pro fights. I've had a few semi-pro and a few amateur, so he's bang on with the experience. Like you say, he's been fighting all of his life. I'm pretty new to this game, you would say. I mean, I've been doing it for a few years now, but obviously, like you say, he's been doing it from a kid. So, I don't even know, man. I've just got heart. I've got a lot of heart, and I don't like to lose. So, like I say, mate, I'm going to be bringing it. I know he's going to bring it as well. That's why it's going to be a good fight. So, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Reece, as I mentioned, that he quoted that he called you a one-trick pony. Is he right?
I've got a few more tricks up my sleeve just for you, Leif. Don't worry about that, lad.
I'd love you to spill the beans, but we shall leave that and we will find out on March 7th in the ring. And if you want to find out what tricks Reece is talking about, Be there March 7th. Tickets are available. Millennium Martial Arts, get them. You don't want to miss these two fine gentlemen going at it. March 7th, Walker Activity Dome. It's going to be fantastic. Reece, one sentence. Why do you win March 7th?
Team Johnson, mate. Team Johnson and my back garden. That's all I'm saying.
So obviously, they mentioned there, obviously the fans. You think, the fans being able to push you in this fight and be against you, and obviously,
I just don't like getting beat, mate. And I'm not going to get beaten me back on. So, aye.
Absolutely. And obviously, we'll talk to Leif as well. I'm going to go back over to Leif. Leif, one sentence. Why does your career end in victory?
Same old.
This is good. I absolutely love it. I think you're fantastic, Leif. And I've got a few more questions. Leif, we'll start with you, and then we'll go over to Reece. When the final bell rings, Leif, what do you want the crowd in Newcastle or even your fans, particularly that have followed you throughout your career, your family, want to remember the career of Leif?
Showman, really. Yeah, I always put on a show. That's what it's about, really, isn't it? Fans enjoying it.
Absolutely. I look forward to this. Reece, this is fantastic. Leif, you've been fantastic. An absolute two fine gentlemen talking some great words of wisdom of why fans should be there after watching this, and they're thinking, why am I not there? These two have just gave you a very, very fine reason why you should be there. And this one's quick. This one's simple. Last few words from you both. Reece, one sentence to sum up this fight and why fans basically should be there March 7th and get their tickets.
Don't know, mate. I think I've said it all.
There we go. That's perfect for Walker. Divina. I think that sums it up perfectly. We don't know what's going to happen in this fight. It's fantastic. Leif, do you have a word on how to sum up this fight and why tickets should be there? Why fans should be there to get their tickets March 7th?
A bit of a cheesy one. Tony, I laugh at this. Fire meets water.
Fire means water. Tony, if he's watching, that one was for you. That was great. Fine gentlemen, Reece, Leif, an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. An absolute pleasure to run it with you here today. I appreciate your time. We look forward to it. March 7th, Reece Johnson versus Leif Taggart. It's going to be a spectacular show. If you've not seen the card, look at the rest of the card. It's value for money. And with these two gentlemen as well, you're just adding to it. You should be there to watch these two and watch the rest of the card. We have a fantastic main event, Levi Thompson versus Billy Dolan. You should be there. Main card's great. Preliminary card's great. The undercard's great. Joe Johnson, Reece Johnson, the Walker Army are there. Leif is there. These two are great. We shall see you there at the arena at the Walker Activity Dome. Thank you very much. A very goodbye, and we'll catch you later.
Cheers.